Hello everybody, we are going to put a new enclosure together with just that, those, this, and these. Do you have any idea what we might be doing? We got a few seconds to guess. Okay guys, you're probably questioning, am I in my right mind or not? So I wanted to do something completely different and something more geared towards one of my tarantulas' absolute natural habitat. So this is inspired by Bugs and Stuff. If you go to Bugs and Stuff, I'll try and link the video down below. This is the Chaetopelma olivaceum. The whatever, Israeli black, the whatever you want to call it, the Egyptian black, the Israeli black, I already said that, right? Turkey black, Cyprus black, whatever it is you want to call it. I'm not really exactly sure what the common name is. But watching his video, they were in Cyprus, which is an island in the Mediterranean, not Cyprus in Greece, like I think I said before. I don't even know where that came up with, but they live in different places. Now, the first time I wanted to do it, I wanted to do it in like a rocky wall. If you watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Towards the end, I think, is where they get to the part where they're more urban, and they're in like, 2 or 3 foot rock walls that they build, and they hollow out, or they find hollows in where the mortar would be, and then they live inside there. Very, very shallow dens. In the forest, they live in pine forest, which the whole entire pine or floor is covered in pine needles. So we got some pine needles, different kinds. These are the larger ones, which we're going to cut down, and then we have these ones. And I'm going to use the old little tree decoration from our lovely Cheeto. And what we'll do is once we put everything down on top, I'm just going to lay this on top of the floor. So it has something to, just a little bit of decoration, a little bit of black in there to, because the tarantula is black now. So just something to offset the pine needles a little bit. We'll use this to put down in the dirt, like so, for a burrow. Then we'll spread the needles out all the way around it. And then we're just going to use the scissors to cut down the bigger ones to make smaller ones. So I'm kind of excited how this is going to turn out and see how this works for this tarantula. This is a very, very quick, very, very defensive little guy or girl. I don't know. The molt was kind of ripped a little bit and just a tad bit smaller than I was able to actually sex. So we're going to have to wait for another one. And this one took forever to molt. So hopefully it won't take as long this time. And maybe being in a more natural type of setting, maybe it'll prosper a little bit more. I can't tell you the last time this tarantula ate because, first of all, I'm holding the phone that has the information of all that stuff. But it's been over 150 some odd days. So let's get it set up. Okay, so here is the final outcome. You can see the pre-made burrow, pretty, it's right there in your face, right? Again, I'm holding the camera here, unfortunately. We're going to try and do a rehouse again on camera with my method of the catch cup inside the enclosure with the plastic lid over top with the holes. Wrangle the spider in, close the lid, bring the catch cup inside here, open the lid, put the piece of plastic on top, get it out. Hopefully it goes right down inside there, and take the catch cup out and put the lid on permanent, and there we have it. So basically I just kind of covered the floor with pine needles. And this is where everyone's probably gonna say, what in God's name is he doing? First of all, the rumor that pine is bad for spiders is completely false. I don't know how many people go out and cut down their Christmas trees or go out to the woods and have never ever seen a spider's web in a evergreen tree or in a spruce tree or anything of that nature. They are more of a deterrent of certain insects, but not spiders, not arachnids. So You'll mostly find things like orb weavers and stuff inside those, you know, the what we call them Christmas trees, right? You'll find them webbed up inside of there. But this is the exact type of floor that these spiders are found in cypress. So, okay, so the next step is to get the camera set up on the tripod and figure out how we're going to get that little black bundle of lightning into a catch cup and then into here. So, ready for the fun? This is going to probably take a little while. I can almost guarantee it, just because I know how this spider's going to act. It's going to go into a threat posture. Yep, there you go. Just this is there. I can't believe, honestly, how defensive these guys get. And I get it up to the vial, and then it wants to climb. All you got to do is just climb into the vial. Just climb into the vial. Nope, climb into. Do we, oh, come on, say it. Say it with me, everybody. Into the vial. It's going to be tough to actually get the cap on that puppy, too, because it isn't a very big vial. So this could be interesting. I still think this is a safer way to do this than just your typical, you know, try and get them from one enclosure to another by... Now, it should be okay now that it's in. So we're going to very gently take the lid off and put the cap on. So we'll put it down here so you guys can see how black and beautiful we are. Is it focused enough? So it's not a very big tarantula right now, and it's not going to get super huge. So I may actually take this piece of bark out and use it in this enclosure too. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to take it over there and see if I like it or not. So let's get the other enclosure and get this bugger into its new home. Okay, so I decided against that little piece of cork bark. I just didn't like the way it looked in here. I wanted to look more of the pine needle-y floor, and that kind of just took away from everything. So here we go. We're going to put the little bugger in. Lid's off. We will do just a tad bit of coaxing and probably just tick it off even more, but see if we can get it to come right out. There we go. There's the speed. So I hope it enjoys this. Now I've got to, you know, slowly figure out when it's safe to actually get that vial back out of there. I may try and coax it into its burrow and see if it'll just go in there and stay. Yeah, see, it's gonna run a lot. They are very quick. Well, he's over here, you can't see it. They're right here on the side. So what we'll try to do is maybe sneak the lid off first, or sneak the lid out, see if that works. We're going to move in a little closer to you. We're already zoomed all the way out, so let's very gently, slowly get the lid. Okay, that's out. And then we'll slowly, gently get the vial out. Okay, so now all that's left to do is to get the lid on, and let's see if I can show you guys how I do this. Don't mind the camera movement. Oops, let's lock it down here. So all I do is just take the lid and just kind of slide the lid with the old lid, or with the actual transfer lid, I guess you'd call it. Just slide it right over top, and boom. Voila, we are done housing the Chaetopelma olivaceum into its new luxurious pine needle floor home. I don't like this one sticking up here though. Probably won't be able to grab it. I'm going to have to do it from the other side. I don't like this one there. It's going to drive me crazy. So I got to get that down on the ground. Just reach over there. Yeah, it will. So we'll just use the vent holes. You have to use multiple vent hole angles. We'll do this one too. There we go. Sitting down. Beautiful tarantula. It is on the side, so while it's doing this, I'm going to take some ventral shots and see if we can't figure out maybe if we have a boy or a girl. So if I can get that done, well, I'll come back in a second and let you know what I find. Okay, so it's too hard to tell because the tarantula is so dark all the way around. I couldn't get good lighting on it, so we're just going to wait for it to molt again and see what happens. Based on the book lungs, it looks like it's probably a male, but it's too hard to determine, so I'm not going to call it. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's something a little different. I don't do rehousing videos much, but there will be another one in the next, in the burrow series. It'll be in the burrow series, there's going to be just a bunch of different things, updates, new stuff, molts, a couple other odds and ends things that happened over the last couple of weeks and probably the next week or so. So I hope you guys enjoyed this again. You know what to do with the bell up top if you want to be notified. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I need to catch Cat. She like ran away with the thing here, so you guys got to help me catch her. And like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, and we'll hopefully be able to get some better pictures of this one once it settles in. So have a great day and happy keeping.